This might be the best microphone I've ever used in my life, but it doesn't actually have that much to do with audio quality, and we'll get into that. Welcome to the Creative Block, where we talk about working full-time in the creator economy. And sometimes we talk to creatives and creators that are working, and sometimes we talk about products that help them do the work. And today we're talking about a product. This guy. This mic is the Comica VM40. Now, I did a review on the VM30, which you can check out right there. It was a really good microphone. I really liked it. They did something very innovative, which is they built in a transmitter to the microphone. Now, this microphone has that same feature, but what makes this one so much better than the last one? Well, this one can record 32-bit float in the microphone. Why are more people not doing that? We'll get into all the features of this microphone in a little second, but I want to talk about bad videos. Honestly, like the quickest way to ruin a video is with bad audio. So when you have the opportunity to have good audio, you should take it. Good audio used to be really expensive. It's not anymore, which is great, but that poses another problem, which is like, how do you innovate in the audio space? And I think Comica has been doing a really, really good job of focusing on how to innovate for small to medium-sized creators in the audio space. One of the things that Comica does is they lower their prices down to very reasonable levels without sacrificing on the quality of product, which is something that not enough companies do. I think companies like Comica and another one that I can think of like Aperture do have a tendency to bring their costs down as much as they can conceivably do without sacrificing too much. And it is very beneficial to us, the consumer. But like I said, like the best way to I shouldn't say the best way. Maybe like the quickest way to ruin a good video is with bad audio. Comica addressed this with the VM30, which makes it very easy to get good audio into your camera with not a lot of infrastructure. And again, like go check out that review that I did about a year ago. But like the cliff notes on that is that the VM30 has a built-in transmitter into the shotgun mic that eliminates any need for sort of like cable runs or a transmitter attached to the microphone to get audio into your camera. And the quality of audio was comparable to that of like a Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, which made it price parity for its market, which was really helpful because it allowed for us to innovate in the budget-friendly professional audio space. This was amazing for content creators and people that make a living online, especially people that make video content. But this posed a problem for Comica because how do you innovate on a product that's already really good? Well, you look at the market, you look at emerging trends, and you figure out what can you include into an already great product to make it just a little bit better. And that is exactly what they did with the VM40 over the VM30. And they did two specific things that turned this product into a great product by itself rather than just a great version of an already existing good product. And those two things are 32-bit float recording and dual channel compatibility. Full disclosure, they did send me this mic in exchange for doing a video, but they don't get to review the video before I put it out, and everything that I'm saying is my own opinion. Okay, so let's talk about that first thing, 32-bit float. So first of all, what is it? Basically, it's raw audio. It basically records in such a high quality that it's impossible to clip, either on the high end or on the low end. So long as you have a signal, you can fix it in post. I know those are dirty words, but that's like the whole thing about 32-bit float. It just eliminates the need to worry about your audio recording. Like, so long as you're recording and so long as you have a signal, you can use the audio. Quick disclaimer though, that's not an excuse to have poor mic placement. You still need to have your microphone in a good place with regards to what you're recording. You can't just like put it in the room and hope for the best, because there's things like reverb, there's things like echo, there's things like ambient noise that you still have to worry about. But if you're just worried about having good signal, 32-bit float is your best friend. And Comica did something really clever. They actually incorporated it directly into the microphone itself. So instead of having it record on the receiving end, it's actually recording on the transmitting end, which makes it super safe. And that's probably the best part about this microphone, is it has a built-in safety feature, which is like if your receiver, which is piping into say your camera or your audio recording device, doesn't do a good job, if something isn't plugged in properly or if you lose signal or whatever, a million different reasons, you still have a safety built in the microphone. And right now I'm recording in the camera, which is this audio right now, but I can switch over to the recording that's actually in this microphone right here. And you can see that it's basically the same quality. But if this microphone were just my sole recording device, I'd still be okay because of the quality of recording in the actual microphone. Long story short, basically it makes your audio super safe and super reliable. You don't have to worry about your audio anymore. So the other thing that Comica did was they made it possible to use two of these microphones with one receiver, which is super handy for like a run and gun, like multi-subject shoot where you have, let's say, two people and you only have the ability to record to one singular device. You can take two of these mics, plug them straight into your camera, and you're good to go. Now, I don't have two microphones to test that specifically, but it does look like a really handy feature. The other cool thing that Comica did with this product is they gave you the capabilities of starting and stopping the recording of the actual internal 32-bit float recording from the receiver. So if you're like on the camera and you need to make sure that the audio is recording on the microphone, you don't have to like walk over to the microphone, start the recording, then walk back to the camera. You could just like stay on the camera and just press the record button on the receiver and it starts recording on the microphone. And I tested this a handful of times. It worked every single time. Editor Nick here. Quick update, forgot to mention that this new system actually comes with an app that allows for you to control everything on the microphone as well as everything on the actual receiver. So you can start and stop from the app. You can sync up two microphones from the app, and most importantly, that's the only way that you can format the microphone for when you have a new shoot. So very, very handy piece of kit. Forgot to mention that, really sorry about that. Anyways, back to the video. Also, everything is like powered and charged by USB-C, and that's also how you get the audio off of the microphone. You basically just like power it off, and then when you're powering it on, you just hold the two buttons and it turns it into like basically memory card mode. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like, that's how you transfer the data. It's super straightforward. Cool, all well and good, awesome features, really happy. Let's actually hear the difference between the VM30 and this VM40 so we can actually see some of those incremental improvements that Comica have made on the next generation of an already good product. Alrighty, this is the Comica VM40 shotgun mic being recorded internally on a Fuji XH2S, and I got the gain set at 5. Okay, and this is me talking into the VM30, piping the audio directly into the camera, obviously because this doesn't have the built-in internal recording. So this is what that mic sounds at the exact same gain setting, at the exact same distance to my face hole. This is what it sounds like from the VM30. And again, this is the version 1. The VM40 is the updated version. So let me know what you think in the comment section. And this is the Comica VM40. Same settings, same gain, same everything. Didn't change a thing. The only difference is this is the recording happening in the actual microphone. So you can see the differences here. I'm personally super stoked that this has 32-bit float. That's probably what is most exciting to me about this product. That does also explain the incremental increase in cost though, but I think that the cost is negligible because of what it's giving you on the back end. That safety is worth the additional cost. But moreover, I think Comica is approaching product innovation for small to medium-sized creators in a really healthy way. They are incrementally improving good products rather than trying to innovate on an entire product line. By just approaching it from an incremental standpoint, they increase the overall quality much better over a longer period of time. So you can basically guarantee that when you're getting a product from Comica, it's gonna be good. And I know this because I've had several Comica products. Some of them have been not so good, but crucially, when they're not so good, that inefficiency that I've found in a product usually gets addressed in the next version or the next update of that product. It's a very, I think, responsible way of product development. Comica has a history of doing that. And I think that the VM40 is a great example of that exact process. All of these opinions are my own. Yes, Comica did send me this microphone, but it's a great microphone. I can't lie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to tell you it's a great microphone when it's a bad microphone. If this was a bad microphone, I wouldn't be making this video. I don't really have any interest in making videos burning products or like talking crap about a company that, you know, isn't making a good product. I'm just not going to make content around that. Now, I'll just let the Amazon reviews do the work for me. But this product genuinely is good, and it solves what I think is like not a lot of people think about, but a lot of people experience in the moment, which is, I don't have an idea for like good quality audio. This solves that problem that people didn't realize they needed to ask about. And that's why I like it.